the first shifting theorem in inverse Laplace transform. The same as it is whatever we have first shifting theorem in Laplace transform, here also the same concept we are applying. Statement of the first shifting theorem: L inverse of f bar of s equal to f of t. This is known quantity. L inverse of f bar of s equal to f of t. Then L inverse of f bar of s minus a. L inverse of f bar of s minus a equal to e power at into f of t. And L inverse of f bar of s plus a equal to e power minus at into f of t. Means if you have f bar of s minus a, if the question in terms of s minus a everywhere, wherever s is there, if you have s minus a, then the answer is e power at into f of t. That f of t can be calculated from L inverse of f bar of s. Suppose I will explain you one example. L inverse of 2 factorial by s minus 2 whole cube. Now recall this one. What is L inverse of 1 by 2 factorial by s cube? T square. Means instead of s here we have s minus 2. Means L inverse of 1 by s square equal to 2 factorial by s cube equal to L inverse of 2 factorial by s cube equal to what is that? T square. Means here instead of s we have s minus 2. Means e power 2t into t square. This like this we can apply first shifting theorem, and I have given to you one side Laplace transform, other side inverse Laplace transform. Means one side Laplace transform first shifting theorem, other side inverse Laplace transform first shifting theorem. How it has changes, that I already explained you, and with respect to these formulas we have solved some problems. You can understand very easily. The next topic, convolution theorem. Before going to convolution theorem, we need to understand convolution product. Convolution product, if you have two functions f of t and g of t are known given functions, then convolution product of f of t and g of t is denoted by f of t star g of t. This star is nothing but convolution product, that, and he has defined as like this: f of t star g of t equal to integral 0 to t f of u g of t minus u and dt into dt. Then from this integration we can calculate f of t star g of t. This product is very important, and the convolution product is commutative. F of t star g of t equal to g of t star f of t. These both are equal. Convolution product of two functions. Then this is nothing but convolution product. This convolution product we will use in convolution theorem. Then once again the convolution theorem statement: L inverse of f bar of s equal to f of t, and L inverse of g bar of s equal to g of t. Then L inverse of f bar of s into g bar of s equal to f of t star g of t. Then you know very well f of t star g of t. From this one we can calculate the L inverse of f bar of s into g bar of s. This is nothing but convolution theorem. But before applying this theorem, you need to calculate L inverse of f bar of s and L inverse of g bar of s. Once you got f of t and g of t, then from the answer is L inverse of f bar of s into g bar of s equal to f of t star g of t. Then that can be written as integral 0 to t f of u g of t minus u du. From that integration you can calculate very easily. Now this is nothing but convolution theorem. Now the last topic, applications of Laplace transform. Then the applications of already at first I told you applications of Laplace transform. This is very important to Laplace transform to solve the ordinary differential equations. Now we have ordinary differential equation with the differential operator capital D equal to d by dx or capital D equal to d by dt, sometimes independent variable x, sometimes independent variable t. If we have this type of differential equation in Laplace transform, mostly we will get a d by dt, capital D is nothing but d by dt. Then how should I apply this concept to solve the ordinary differential equation? Means the solution of the ordinary differential equation is every time complementary function plus particular integral. That is the general solution of the given ordinary differential equation with the initial conditions. We can calculate arbitrary constants also. Here no need to calculate complementary function and particular integral. Directly when you are applying Laplace transform to the given differential equation, then automatically we will get the solution with that initial conditions, with that given initial conditions. Then what is the working rule, what is the procedure to solve the ordinary differential equation? Step 1, only 3 to 4 steps are available here. Step 1, apply the Laplace transform to the given differential equation. Apply the Laplace transform on both sides to the given differential equation. The second step, some important formulas. These 3 important formulas you have to remember, and those important formulas you apply in the above given differential equation. First formula, L of y dash. L of y dash, that equal to s into y bar of s minus y of 0. S into y bar of s minus y of 0. This is the first formula. Next one, L of y double dash. L of y double dash is s square y bar of s minus s y dash of 0 minus y of 0. This is the second important formula. Third one, L of y triple dash. L of y triple dash, that equal to s cube y bar of s minus s square y of 0 minus s y dash of 0 minus y double dash of 0. Mostly we will get L of y dash, L of y dash, y double dash, L of y triple dash. We will get these 3 things in our problems mostly. Substitute all these values in the given differential equation. Already we have applied Laplace transform to the given differential equation. Then after substituting all these things and substitute given initial conditions also, y of 0 value, y dash of 0, y double dash of 0, substitute all these values and apply inverse Laplace transform method. Then directly L of y we will get it. Then you send L inverse that side. Then applying inverse Laplace transform method, we will get the solution. Like this we can solve the ordinary differential equations. Once again, the first step, apply the Laplace transform on both sides and substitute the values L of y dash, L of y double dash, L of y triple dash, and also substitute initial conditions y of 0, y dash of 0 and y double dash of 0, and modify the equation and solve by inverse Laplace transform. Then automatically we get the general solution of the given differential equation. Like this we can calculate without calculating complementary function and particular integral. We will get the solution of the ordinary differential equation.